Alright, so today I thought we'd look at why people claim that your altcoins should be valued in Bitcoin and BTC only. To understand this in the simplest way, think of people falling into either one of two categories. The first type of category are people who believe that Bitcoin is king. They believe that Bitcoin itself will be worth over $100,000 one day, or whatever local currency that you use. It will be the next major currency where everyone will be using, and no matter where you are in the world, this is the currency that will be used. So their aim is to accumulate as much Bitcoin as they can. The second type of people are people who don't really care about Bitcoin's dominance. All they want to do is make money off their altcoins, get rich, so to speak, and then cash out. They're not necessarily fussed about where Bitcoin ends up, so long as their altcoin price goes up. So long as their altcoin price goes up, to them where Bitcoin ends up is not their problem. Now it's up to you what kind of investor or trader you wish to be. You can fall into either one of the categories, but for this video specifically, I'm going to concentrate on people who trade against Bitcoin. So people who believe Bitcoin is going to be the main currency in the future, and that it will raise to be over £100,000 or US dollars, whatever you use. The point being, if you do believe that, all your altcoins, like here, Tron, should be measured against Bitcoin. Icon here should be measured against Bitcoin. Dash here should be measured against Bitcoin. The reason? Simply because the idea is for you to accumulate as much Bitcoin as you can. So if you believe that Bitcoin will be worth 100,000 US dollars someday, it's best to start accumulating now rather than trying to buy Bitcoin in the future. So what's the best way for you to accumulate Bitcoin? Now generally what a person would do is find an altcoin that they believe would outgrow more in value than Bitcoin itself. So for example here, looking at the ICX BTC chart, say you bought one ICX token for 850 Satoshis because you thought that this is, perhaps this is a great support and it's going to bounce from here, or that positive news got released. You decided to buy it here, and you'd be correct, and it pushed up, and you thought, hey, you know what, I'll sell it for 1,000 Satoshis. So your one ICX token that you held, that you bought at 850 Satoshis, you've sold it for 1,000 Satoshis, which means you've made up 150 Satoshis. That basically means you've accumulated more part of a Bitcoin than when you first started with, because at the beginning you only started with 850 Satoshis, and now you officially own 1,000 Satoshis. That's how people accumulate Bitcoin over time. But this is also true conversely, and by that I mean, let's say if you bought ICX roughly around here at 1,260 and held on all the way and then sold it at the bottom at 850, you've basically lost 400 around. I'm just going to ballpark it and say that you've lost around 400 Satoshis by holding one icon token. So now if you were to sell it here at 850, you'd own 400 less Satoshis of a Bitcoin than when you first bought it here. So to summarize, if you believe Bitcoin is the next big currency and that it will reach crazy high prices, which it very possibly can, then it's important for you to measure your trades versus BTC. If your altcoin values go higher than Bitcoin's value, then essentially you've earned and accumulated more Bitcoin. However, if they fall in comparison to BTC value, then you've lost a part of your Bitcoin overall. So hopefully that summarizes as to why people claim that your altcoin should be valued against BTC only, and now you know that it's only applicable to certain people. For the next video, what I'll do is I'll show why it's a viable strategy for a second group, like the ones I mentioned earlier, to compare their altcoins to USD value itself. In the meantime guys, if you enjoyed this video or you find anything inside that's useful to you, with decent information. I'd always appreciate a good thumbs up, and I'll see you in the next video.